Lesson 154, Perimeter. Perimeter measures the length around a polygon. To find the perimeter, we measure the length of all the sides and add the lengths together. Since opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent, meaning same size, we can multiply length and width by 2 to find the perimeter. The formula for the perimeter of a rectangle is perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. A formula is like a recipe. You wouldn't use a cookie recipe for a pizza. Each shape has its own formula for perimeter, and you need to use the correct formula for that polygon. Here are the steps. Write the formula. Substitute the length of the sides into the formula. Work within the parentheses first. Add the two products together. Then write the linear units in the answer, feet, meters, etc. So watch this video link, read the yellow box on your worksheet, and complete the worksheet. Greens and homework are optional. So let's look at the yellow box. The perimeter of a polygon is the distance around the polygon. The perimeter is found by finding the sum of the lengths of the sides. So they gave you a triangle, and it says perimeter equals side A plus side B plus side C. And that's true for the perimeter of any polygon, but they gave you formulas to make it easier for certain shapes. For example, the rectangle, you can see the two lengths are the same size, and the two widths are the same length, same distance. So you can use the formula. So perimeter equals length plus width plus width. Since the opposite sides of a rectangle are the same distance, the perimeter can be found using this formula. P, perimeter, equals 2 times L, length, plus 2 times W, width. L equals length, W equals width. Here's an example. A rectangle with these dimensions, length equals 6 feet, width equals 5 feet. They said perimeter equals length plus width, so you could do it that way. 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5 equals 22 feet. Or you could use the formula, P equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. P equals 2 times 6 plus 2 times 5. Do the parentheses first. So 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10. 12 plus 10 is 22. Be sure to include the units of measure in the perimeter answer. Class practice. Find the perimeter of these scale drawings only using addition. So these are the answers you should have gotten. Remember to always put your linear units in your answer, and notice how the formula explains the addition that we did here. You see I did the length twice and the width twice for the rectangle, and for the square I added each side is the same length, so I added those all together, which should make you think about what the formula for the perimeter of a square will be. Find the perimeters of rectangles having these dimensions. Use the formula P equals 2 times L plus 2 times W. So these are the answers you should have gotten. Notice I followed the steps. I started with the formula, and then I replaced the letters, the variables, with the lengths of the side, the length, and then the length of the width. Then I added those together, and then I always put my linear units with my answer. Do D, E, and F for the perimeter of these rectangles. And these are the answers you should have gotten for D, E, and F. Remember to always start with your formula, follow the steps, and write your units in the answer. Solve and check the equations. This is what you should have gotten for these equations. Remember to follow the steps, starting out solving the side without the variable, and then you can get the variable by itself by doing the opposite. For example, on this one, I had to subtract 7 from both sides. And whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other to keep it equal on both sides of the equal sign. And then remember, on your quiz, the answer is going to be whatever x or N or whatever the letter is equals. That's going to be the answer you're going to choose on the quiz and the multiple choice. This is the answer, not this. I made that mistake on the quiz last time. That's not the answer. That's just your check. This is the answer. Okay. Draw these figures. There you go. Square, right angle, trapezoid, circle. Divide and check. Solve these story problems. And this is what you should have gotten for the divide and check. Solve these story problems. Melissa bought 2 Sunday dresses for $28.97 each, a pair of shoes for $15.40, and a purse for $7.87. How much change did she get from $100? So first you need to add all that she spent together. And remember to multiply this times 2 because she bought 2 dresses. Add all these together and subtract them from 100 because that's how much she started with. And you want to find out how much change she had after she spent this. So $28.97 times 2 is $57.94. I added the cost of both dresses to the shoes and the purse, and I got a total of $81.21. I subtracted that from $100, and I got $18.79 in change. Cody must walk 5/8 of a mile to get to school. If he walks to and from school each school day, how many miles would he walk in 2 weeks to and from school? Okay, so first I had to figure out how many miles he walked in a day. So 5/8 times 2, because he walked to and from school each day. I multiplied 5/8 times 2. I put 2 over 1, and I got 1 1/4 of a mile each day Cody walked. But then they wanted to know how many miles would he walk in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is 14 days. I did 1 1/4 times 14, and I got 17.5. So if you get a different answer, let me know. Thanks. You don't have to do the homework.